I did clap on now. All right. So if you are on the show yesterday, you're on the show yesterday. Can you please let me know what do you think of the show? You think I'm not born again? Can somebody just give me a feedback right there? Do you think I'm not born again for real? You know, based on yesterday's topic, I'm about to bust some bubble again today. I'm gonna do something crazy today, crazier than yesterday. Anybody on the show? Give me feedback. All right, give me feedback. All right, let me see feedback. I really enjoyed your show yesterday. So I'm not born again. Am I born again or not? I'm not born again, right? Okay, all right. If they don't believe you, then why are they following you? I don't know. I'm not sure why they're following me. They're still following me and they're still looking at my stuff on everywhere. I don't know. I'm not born again. They said, oh, but you're not born again. I said, okay, that's fine. That's fine. If I'm not born again, that's fine. You know? All right. So let's jump on the show for the day. All right. Yesterday I started by talking about, sexual relationship, in relationship, in our lives. I mean, in relationship and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I started by talking about, sex in a relationship that it begins from the time before marriage. Sex is before marriage. Sex is before marriage. All right. And I want you guys to listen carefully when I say sex is before marriage. When I say sex is before marriage, listen carefully before you start running your spiritual mouth. Because now you say, are you encouraging sex before marriage? Because I know that's how you will do. I know that's what you will say. That's what you say. Helen, are you encouraging sex before marriage? You will do it like Holy Ghost. And now when your marriage can't fail, your eyes will come clear. You will not start going to what God cannot do, does not exist. That's where you will go. That's where you will now go. Because you need to start activating your brain. Your brain is supposed to be thinking. Sometimes when you go inside Igboro, when you are inside Igboro like this, and you are doing normal attack, and people will say, this boy is a Buddha. Èmi dúpẹ́ mo fi Olúwa, mo dúpẹ́ mo yọmọ Ìgboro, mo dúpẹ́ mo yọmọ ìta, mo dúpẹ́. Èmi dúpẹ́ pé mo wà ní Ìgboro. If you are not in Ìgboro, you don't fit get sense. You don't fit get sense. You don't fit get sense. All right? You don't fit get sense. So when you see Omo Ìgboro now sense activated guy. Sense activated guy. If you are Omo here, give me a thumbs up. Let me see your thumbs up here. Omo Ìgboro. Where are you saying that maybe this? Omo Ìgboro. Oh, Omo Ìgboro is good. You don't understand. It is later down the road you understand. Some people are regretting they didn't enter town. Some people for today, they are still regretting they didn't enter town because they are so dumb that they are only one way directional. When something's happened, like me, when I they walk like this, my eyes they look everywhere. Now only Omo Ìgboro feel they watch. Omo Ìgboro, anything so go back dojú ẹja kò ní bá ọmọ back also. All right? When you are in the street, you come line, you come 40, nothing. When you are walking, your eyes go to see. You see? Your eyes go to see. You see, when you are on the street, you learn to defend yourself. You are not just the kind of person that you just enter into one calamity or knowing. Well, how did you walk into this? I didn't know. You didn't know. How will you know? Street boy, when I walk like this, and they look here, I get 2 eyes from my back. Would you make you want me or someone borrow concern? Would you like to be sorry? I know they play. No, I know they play, and they watch. I will tell my wife, I say, he will okay, me, I'm driving like this, I'm looking everywhere, and they see everything. Everything that they see. My eyes have been trained, my brain trained to quickly break things down. I'm telling you. Oh my God, me say, Pastor, come, let us pray. But Pastor, come, let us pray. So when you don't pity me, why will I pity what? I don't pity lazy people. Lazy people going to they have energy to pray, but they don't have energy to walk. They have energy to pray. Go see them praying. They'll be shouting, but when they say, come and think, they know they think. No, their brain know they think. When you sit people down, as someone borrow concern, not survivor. He did here. Any of borrow where you see, he's very creative. Sit up and borrow down. Tell them borrow to come and pray. Borrow go tell you, I don't need to pray for this. Borrow go tell you, say, no, these ones, don't be prayer, they get these ones. Now borrow, they know those ones. Borrow he get calculation. We know money no they come for heaven. Money no they heaven. Borrow go tell you, street boy know that one. Street boy know that one. If you are not street smart, you are a fool. Total fool. They will be able to cajole you like they are cajoling them and telling them to be praying for money falling from heaven. Borrow understand that one. Say no, I'm not supposed to go pray. I'm supposed to go also. That's what I was supposed to do. All right? I don't understand though. Me, I didn't get born again from my mother's womb. I got born again after I've been born. I've been on the street. Now I'm born again. All right? I've been there. All right? I know what is going on in Igoro. Oh yeah? So when I pray with common sense. I pray with sense. All right? When I listen to preaching, I dissect your preaching and say, what? You're telling me money can come out from me just lifting my phone up like this? Oh my brother will tell you, say, no, this pastor has my G, man. Now, my brother, they get that calculation. Oh my brother, they get that calculation. You don't pick at them if you are on my face, on my butter that, or they use more to carry you to school. They use more to come pick you for school. They gave you in for the now one get they iron your clothes before you go to school. You don't go smart. You feel get book brain or you feel be book smart but if you are not street smart, your life never completes. It never complete. You can activate common sense. It no go walk. You know go walk. God did not just send Moses to the palace. There was a reason he sent him to the palace to go and become Omo Igboro. He now become Omo Igboro in Egypt. He knew all the gods, their names. He knew all the streets everywhere. He knew them. He now send him to church on the mountain of God for another 40 years to now learn about the things of God. Balance teaching. God gave him a balanced life. Omo Igboro life, Omo church life, put together makes a good Christian. You don't understand. He didn't go and pick Peter from. He picked Peter from Igboro. Peter was Igboro boy. He was a fisherman that was actually. If you hear Peter when he's shouting, Peter, that was the guy Jesus went to look for. Look for. You joke. You're joking. You have to balance it up. Don't be doing like the Greek. You can't create a dugo. When I say kukuru, the Greek, you go. You need to go shaprapra. Oh, shaprapra, sonu. You think it's a joke? To live in life is not a joke. Oh. It's not a joke at all. What do you about shaprapra? When go by dodge, corner. You know? Well, let's go to the problem of today real quick. Let's go to the I'm just telling you, I'm just letting you know. Oh yeah, for you to know. Okay? Just know. That's the stuff. So if you really want to know God and you want to be a good Christian, you must live a balanced life. You must be on the street. If you're not on the street, you cannot understand the beauty of God. You can't. You can't understand the beauty of God if you have not been on the street. All right, you must have gone to the street. You must have no. Is it somebody who? Let me give you this, and I want you guys to give me a response. I think I've done it before, and I think it will be good for you to understand. For you to understand. Now, if you go to the street now to buy two different kinds of chicken, one is the agric chicken, and the other one is the local chicken. Which one of the two will you put in a cage? I just want you to tell me. Which one of the two will you put in a cage? The agric chicken or the local chicken? Which one? Can somebody respond quickly? So I'll proceed real fast. Okay, come on. Which one will you put in the cage? The agric chicken or the local chicken? Which one will go in the cage? This person don't understand. Which one will you put in the cage? The local chicken or the agric chicken? Somebody tell me. No, it's not the local. Lie, not the local. No, it's not the local. You don't put local chickens in a cage. That means when you guys were growing up, you didn't have poultries in your home. The local chickens, they wander. Local chickens wander. You might have a cage for them that they go at night to go and sleep, but they are not being locked up in cages. They are not being locked up in cages. All right. Agric chickens are the ones you put in a cage, and then you feed them every morning. Every morning you put water in the trunk, and then you put food inside. The local chicken, you can create a cage for that one, like a little cage somewhere, that the local chicken will enter and come out. Enter and come out by itself. It's not restricted. It's not restricted at all. Go to the village, you will see local chickens walking around, jumping around. The agric chickens are locked up in cage. And then you feed them. And now, the next thing I want to ask you, on Christmas Day, which one will be the biggest? The local or the agric? The local or the agric? Which one will be which one will be the biggest? The agric or the local? Now, to help you guys, you will find out that the agric will get bigger because it's broiler. You put food. It's doing it's eating non-stop. And it's getting bigger and bigger. So on Christmas Day, you will kill the agric chicken for Christmas party. The local chicken will look nyao. The local chicken will look bang. It's not good for chopping. You're like this. You just leave that one alone. You leave that one alone. And let that one continue to gaze and stop and going all around. He's eating grass, eating leftover this, leftover that, walking all around the street. He knows everything. Now, another thing I want to tell you is this. When you put a local hen and a agric chicken, take the agric chicken out of the cage. Put that one on the ground. Put the local hen beside it. Okay? When they both see danger coming, the agric chicken will have taken off, will be gone 20 miles an hour. The agric chicken will still be doing still looking for why is this one running. Still looking for why the local chicken is running. The local chicken is gone. 24/7 gone. Very smart. Because he lives on the ground. He's walking all around to feed. He has seen snake before. He has seen what snake did to that chicken. He has seen what happened to this one. So he knew. He is so smart now that when he sees danger, he will take off. The agric chicken will just be there. And that's how they cajole that one. They use food to entice that one, to catch that one. They catch that one unaware. And that's who you are, Christians. That you go to what God cannot do does not exist. You are Greek chicken that they are feeding. They want to chop you. They will eat you. Finally, they will chop you finally. Now, what happened is that after the agric chicken has died, they have killed that agric chicken. They have chopped that agric chicken for Christmas. The local hen is the only one that you will see that will lay eggs and that will hatch the eggs. And then in another time, you will now see the local hen with chicks. The blessing of the streets, the blessing of being careful, the blessing of feeding by itself. It will lay his egg, all right, will hatch his egg, and then the chicks will now follow, and keep going. And then the owner will say, let us keep this one so that this one can have more chicken for us. Let us keep this one so that this one will have more chicks, so that we will have many chickens. All right. Our Greek chicken has never seen our own babies before. They don't live to see their babies. We eat their eggs. We chop up their heads before we even hatch their babies. All right. And that's what is wrong with you. And that's what is wrong with you right now. All right. And you don't understand that you got to go and face the challenges of life instead of running away from them. You see, all these people who go to work, God cannot do, does not exist. They are runners. They want to run away from challenges. They are looking for supernatural way of running away. You will not be smart. You cannot be powerful. You will not have blessings following you if you run. The best way to live life is stay on the street. Face whatever is coming to you. All right? Deal with those things. Every time you deal with issue. I remember the first time I got punched in my face. I got punched in my face. You know, I was just there. I was afraid. I don't want to mingle with the bad boys on the street. But one day I found myself like in the middle of them and I got punched in the face. I fell to the ground. I was supposed to run and go home, but I did not. I stood up and I said to myself, so this is how it feels. Now I could feel the pain. I was like, yeah, good, nice, baby, good. Bring it on, bring it on. And then the guy was coming again. As was coming, I have learned to dodge it. I went like this, his hand went like that. I gave it to him. Bah! Right there by the edge. The guy fell to the ground. I rushed him. I punched him on the face. People started holding me. It took me time to learn that. I couldn't fight a battle. I was running from it. I was running from battles. Until that day, I gained the boldness. I said, bring it on, baby. You know, bring it on. The guy punched me in the face. I could feel the pain. I didn't run away from that pain no more. After that day, I know how painful it could be. And I know I was able to learn a lesson that you got to dodge. You dodge it, and then you give it. Boom! And that's how I deal with the devil. Now, I don't have to run. That's why the Bible says, resist the devil. He will run away from you. Let the devil know you are a fighter. The Bible says, you teach your finger to war. You teach your finger to war. You need to let the devil know that you are a fighter. I don't care who you be, man. Devil, bring it on. And when the devil is bringing it, you know how to dodge it and just give it to the devil. Bow. It's not by you hiding and going to actually kill the devil. Die that you do. It's on the streets that you do all these things. On the streets that you do that. Jesus Christ's ministry was not inside church. It was a street ministry. He was going from street to street. That was why he was able to see madmen. That was why he was able to see the woman with the issue of blood. That was why he was able to see the woman caught in the act of adultery. I didn't mean it's inside the church. You won't see nothing. You won't see nothing. Nothing you will see. Oh, you guys are taking my time. I'm supposed to be doing a teaching. You are taking my time now. Oh, God. Why am I doing brain surgery? I'm doing brain surgery this morning. I'm supposed to be teaching on something and you are making me to do brain surgery. All right? You guys don't understand Jack. You don't understand Jack. It's on the street you learn to know God. You want to know God for real? It's on the street. It's on the streets. On the streets. That's where you walk. That's where you learn. That's where you become perfected. That's where you become strong. You see, you build muscle. You build the muscle of the spiritual muscle could be built on the street. When you face challenges, it's not when you run from challenges. It's not when you run from challenges. You face challenges to develop your spiritual muscle. You know, you face challenges. You fight the battle. And do it. Okay? That is how you know. And so many times I look at you guys, you look at all of these Davido, Whiskey, Olamide, and you call them bad people. You could think, oh, they are not good people. Those boys, they know when to go to pray. You won't be there then because they don't show it off. They don't show up their own prayer life. They know when they pray. Do you know that, I got shocked one time when I found out that all of these movie stars, when they finish doing all these bed scenes and pressing their breasts on the bed and doing all this nasty stuff, when they now finish, they will now hold hands and they will now say, Father, we thank you for a successful job that is being done. I was like, Which God are you guys praying for? You this Yama Yama, only talk to you, Yama Yama. Who are you praying to? It took me time to change my mind about that thing. You never know. You don't even know when people go to God. It's in the secret place. I saw David don't wanted to go and sing, and inside of the dressing room before they came out, they all held their hands and they prayed. I was like, wow. They know how to do it, but you are just sitting in church. You sit in church, you have not seen nothing. The devil that you are actually putting in your mind, the devil that they are, the picture of the devil they are describing to you in church, you've not seen it. You have not tasted what the devil looks like. You don't know it. It's going to be until you get to the street that you will understand that, oh, so the devil they're talking about, this devil not person. The devil not person. You will never know. They are painting the devil to you in church. Spiritual. And that's why you go and hide. You are hiding inside of the devil in church that they paint in your head. When you go on the street, you will understand. You will understand the real devil itself. You will see devil for face. That is when you will understand that the devil could be beat up. You could beat the devil. The devil will take off and run from you. It's you standing your ground and fighting the devil that you don't know the devil. Which devil do you know? Which devil? You are so engrossed with all of this your Lalude movie. The Lalude Yoruba movie is giving you ideas. Àwọn ẹyẹ gìngìngì ẹyẹ ńlá ẹyẹ gìngìngì ẹyẹ awo àwọn arógbà azọ máma balẹ̀ àwọn àjẹdọ èèyàn máa bì o ẹ̀yin ìyá o àdúgbò o àwo jíngìrì àwo ire àwo jẹgẹrẹ àwo ire. Who taught them that's how the witches sing in their meeting? How did they know that that's how witches and wizards, that's how they sing in the do? Who told them they have a drum in the witches' coven? Who told them? Has there been any witch that we have seen that came from witchcraft to come and take their meeting to us? Who told them that? Who told them how they sing? Who told them that's how they compose a song in the witches' kingdom? Who told them? How did they know? How did they know? How did they know these things? How did they know these things? I want to know. I just want you guys to help me and let me know. How did they know these things? How did they know that's how the witches? How did they know that they have one short witch? Yagbonka. They know that there is a Yagbonka in the kingdom of witches. How did they know? I want you to tell me. You see, that is what we now bring to church. We now bring that to church when we have finished watching the movie. That was the day they told me about one mama that attends Monty of Fire. And so they brought the mama to America. They brought the mama to America, and the mama, every time she will finish watching Lalude and all of this stuff, that's going to be her prayer point during the family altar. And everybody started wondering, Mama, where are you seeing all these prayer points you are praying? Not knowing that Mama has been watching Lalude and all of these Adigoluja and all kinds of stuff. We were seeing all the meetings and all kinds of stuff. It's very, very funny. Very, very funny. Okay. So, but the issue is that we have destroyed so much. Our Christianity is a mess because of what the picture we paint about things. It's good for you to experience things firsthand. To develop your Christian life, you gotta go to the street. The street is where you learn. That's the place you see God in action. If you want to see God in action for real, it's on the street that you see all that. All right. I remember when I was in New York, they called me the abnormal pastor because, I go to, I do a lot of different stuff. I conduct weddings for people who don't go to church. I go to name their babies. They don't go to church. They have no pastors. So I go there. I go to preach at funerals of people who don't go to church and all kinds of stuff. So I do a lot of different kind of stuff like that because I don't judge people. I really don't care about you go to church, you don't go to church. Even for me, church people are actually hypocrites. Majority of people who go to church, they are hypocrites to me. If you come to me and you say, oh, I'm a deacon, so and so and so, I don't give you respect based on that title. I will respect you based on that title. Actually, when you come to me to talk to me, please don't say I'm a deacon. And don't say I'm a deaconess or prophet or prophetess. For me, I don't respect those titles. I don't. It's just totally fake titles. When I was very young, we used to look up to people with title like deacons and deaconesses, prophet and prophetesses, and pastors. We look up to them. But these days, after seeing everything that the world has become, those titles are no longer working because people just say things that they don't live. They preach messages that they don't live. You know, they come to church, they tell us things that they want us to know, and then act like they're holy, but they themselves don't live their lives. The lives that they're teaching us, they don't live the life. All right, and it's so very terrible, very terrible. All right, so let's go straight to the business of today. I found out I did not really know the woman I call my wife. I found it out. Okay, you know, you're not supposed to find that out 20 years after marriage. That's not what you should find out 20 years after marriage. 20 years after marriage. You're not supposed to find that out. You're supposed to find that out from the day one. You're supposed to know the person that you want to get married to. You must know them. And this actually is coming from one of my interaction with a person. And I asked the lady, I said, who are you in front of what do you call it? In front of the boy, of the man that he wanted to get married to. I asked him, I said, I asked her, sorry. I said, madam, I said, can you please write a short or say a short biography of you? Who are you? And that question was actually very timely because they were planning to get married. And that was all I asked. And the lady opened up and I started jotting points down. And she started talking and talking. I was looking at the face of the guy, and there's this question mark, exclamation mark, and all kinds of stuff written all over his face. And I was just kind of wondering, I said, are you hearing this for the first time? Are you hearing this for the first time? Is this what you're hearing for the first time? All right. So now, after she got done, I asked the guy, I said, please, can you respond to this? And the guy said, I'm a little shocked. I said, why? He said, all this stuff that she's saying, I do not have any idea about all this stuff. I didn't even know that you have a master's degree. I was like, yes, I do. Well, I didn't even know this is what you do. I didn't even know you. I didn't even know that this is all the stuff you pass through. And the lady said, well, there is a secret I'm actually supposed to share with you, but I feel you might not take it nicely. And I think I should share it with the counselor. Maybe the counselor will tell you the right thing. And I said, please go ahead and just unmute yourself and say it to me. And she told me that she was raped when she was young. She was raped at the age of 12 by a gunman who came to the house to come and rob them and stuff. And the guy was there. Whoa, I didn't know all this. I said, oh, you didn't know all this? He said, no, I didn't know. And the lady said, well, the last one is that little boy, the boy that is in the house that I call my brother, that's my son from the rape in that state. And that is it. You see what I'm saying? You see, people don't know people. People don't know people. People only see body parts. And then people go into relationship for service interest. Oh, she's a nurse. Oh, let me marry her. Oh, she's a doctor. Let me marry her. Oh, she's making a lot of money. Let me marry her. Oh, he's a IT specialist. Let me marry him. Oh, he's got six-pack. Let me marry him. All those things cannot hold marriage together. Every time we say something, people say, oh, people change overnight. People change overnight. There is no change. Or there are no changes that will occur in the life of a person that doesn't have a foundation. No. There must be smoke. There must be fire before a smoke. I need you guys to be attentive to this. There must be fire that is kindled, burning with fuel, gas, or maybe wood or paper or cloth that will kindle the fire, that will make the fire to start burning. Then the smoke will come out. When you see smoke, that means there is a fire somewhere. And that fire didn't get kindled now or in 2 seconds ago. It has been burning before the smoke comes out. So there is nothing that you see in 20 years' time that didn't have a foundation to yesterday. All right? You must have seen it. Probably you are not so good enough to be observant or to understand how to decode this stuff. Then you overlooked it. So many red flags have been overlooked by people who are in marriage today, and today they are now saying, I do not know this woman. I do not know this man. I don't know this is who he is. I didn't know. No. He showed you a sample. He showed you a sample. You saw it firsthand. You ignored it, or probably you didn't know how to break it down, and you refused to seek for help. You refuse to seek for help. All right? So people go into marriage to discover. They go into marriage to discover things that they're supposed to have discovered before marriage. I was saying something, at the beginning before I deviated, that love making, the stuff we call sex, is supposed not to be. It's not supposed to start in marriage. It should start outside of marriage. Today, a lot of you guys are crying, oh, my fingers are burning, oh, I didn't know this woman don't do this, oh, I didn't know this stuff, oh, I didn't know this stuff. No. You're supposed to have known. Sex supposed to be before marriage, so that when you get into marriage, you are not surprised. You are not surprised. What am I talking about? The sex talk. The sex talk must be initiated before marriage. It is in the talking about it that you know the person you are going into relationship with. If you're talking about sex and somebody is very shy to talk about it, or somebody doesn't have the good experience about it, if somebody cannot even engage it, if somebody doesn't have any good point to say about it, then you will understand that this person I'm going into sex, into a relationship with, I am going to be shocked when I get into marriage. I will be shocked when I go into marriage. This is a red flag here. This person is not on the same sexual platform as me. This person is not on the platform it should be. It is the talking about it that will initiate your understanding of who this person is sexually. Okay? You talk about different things that you like about sex. They talk about different things that you want to exploit. Talk about different things that you want to enjoy in relationship. Talk about blowjob. Talk about licking the plate. Talk about kissing. Talk about hanging out in the middle of the night to have sex. Talk about on the couch sex. Talk about on the inside the couch sex. Talk about by the seaside sex. Talk about all of this stuff. Talk about doggy. Talk about all of this stuff. When you now start talking about it, then you begin to understand their mindsets about that thing. Okay? You see, the mind is there. It is the mouth that gives up what is in the mind. Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. What you hear people say is what is in their mind. Who they are. As a man thinketh, so he is. Okay? The way you think is who you are. Then what comes out of your mouth is you. As a man thinketh, okay? Out of the abundance of the mind, of the heart, the mouth speaks. You will begin to see people say, oh, but is it food? That is their thinking. In their heart, they do not see the importance of sex, so they believe, is it food? So when a woman comes to you and says, is it food? I want to let you know, when you get married, please don't expect sex every week. Don't expect sex every day. Always know that what this woman is communicating to you is that sex is not number one on my priority list. It's not number two. It's not number three on my priority list. It's actually number 15. So I do not care about it. If that's what you care about, then the best thing is let us divide our gari and you go your way, I go my way. Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. So always catch people by what they say. What people say matters. Always listen. As a woman, listen. As a man, listen. When you listen to people and you look into their eyes, let me give you another one. You see, the window of the mind is your eyes. When people talk to you, don't let them look down. Let them look straight to you. Say, look at me. Can you just give me your attention? Look at me, please. I want to ask you a question. Do you love sex? Do you love sex? Do you do it? Can you do sex? Can you pleasure me? Can you do this or do this? And let them talk to you. So the moment you see the eyes blinking, or she couldn't, or he or she couldn't, they couldn't get, still to look directly to your eyes when they talk, something's wrong. Something's wrong. And that's time you're supposed to now be concerned. Don't be African man. Don't be African woman at that time. African people will tell you, no, don't look at his face. Respect him. Respect him. Respect him. All right? Respect him. You don't want to. You don't want to. And you look straight into the eyes of that person and you talk to the person sincerely. And the eyes will give that person hope and listen to the word. You see, most of the time you guys help liars to lie. Liars will say something to you. Liars will say something to you. Maybe liar will say, sex, sex, long. And you heard him say long. But that word didn't ring a bell. There's a situation when he said long. And then you quickly now say, so you don't like sex? You don't say, oh, no, I like it. Oh, I like it. You just allowed him to lie. You just gave him a platform to lie. He already gave you the answer. The answer is actually in the word that he mentioned, long. That means, sexike. No, interpret this, break things down. Break things down instantly. Don't allow people to lie to you. Don't give them opportunity to lie to you. Don't just take people's words. Break it down. All right? So that is why if you don't know somebody, don't marry somebody. You don't know somebody, don't marry somebody. Always make sure you have 5 girlfriends, 7 girlfriends that you talk to. You talk to 4 boyfriends that you talk to. You're talking to them. You guys are talking together as ordinary friends. And be talking. Listen when they talk to you. You will understand who they are based on the conversation that you guys are having. You get to meet them, know them, and you can actually sign up for pre-relationship counseling. You see, during the pre-relationship counseling, what you are afraid of asking, the counselor will ask. What you are afraid of asking, the counselor will ask. All right? And then the answer will come to the counselor. The counselor will be the one to break it down to you and tell you, sister, you are wasting your time here. You are wasting your time in this relationship. This guy cannot this. This last January till now, I've broken almost about 8 relationships. 8 relationships are broken. And I always tell those ladies, no, this one is nothing. Get out of there. This one is nothing. Get out of there. You see, sometimes when women, they enter into a relationship, they become so desperate, they just want to get married. So they will not be looking at the red flags. They won't. Even when they see, they ignore those red flags. All what they want is just get married. Just get married. Oh, marry me, marry me, marry me, marry me. It's about marrying me. That they refuse to look at the red flags. Not the red flag in the person's life alone. You need to look at the red flags in your life. Don't just look at the red flag in the life of that person. You got to look at the red flag in your life. You got red flag going on in your life. If you are too demanding, it's a red flag. If you are pretending, it's a red flag. If you are biting more than you could chew, it's a red flag. If you are trying to impress people, it's a red flag. You're painting a picture of who you are not, is a red flag. All these red flags, you must change them about you. He is looking at you. He's seeing those things. He might not say anything now. He will say something later, and later may actually be something you cannot rectify. That is why you have to look at yourself in the mirror daily. What are the stupid stuff I'm doing? What kind of a lifestyle do I have? Okay? Check those red flags out in your own life first. And stop living a fake life. Fake life will come and bite you. Stupid life. That you talk good, but you cannot perform. You talk well, but you cannot perform. Small thing is there's challenge. It's challenge. And you will find out that when you refuse to do these things, it will give birth to something that is very, very serious. And what is serious is marital challenges. You see, when marital situation comes, they always block you from actually growing. They block you from living a happy life. They bring depression into your life. And then it's possible for them to keep you stagnant. And it's possible for marital situation to kill you. And I've seen this many times. That people will enter into relationship without knowing their partners. And then they enter into it. And that marital situation will now spin around and naturally surface. And that's when they now start looking for a playground. You see, a lot of men, it's not like they want to cheat. A lot of men, it's not like they want to cheat. I've engaged men. I've engaged them. It's not like they want to cheat. All right? They actually want to live a good life. They want to marry their wife and stay married and all kinds of stuff. But they didn't know the woman they are getting married to, that this woman is not a lover of sex. All right? And then they come into relationship. And when they get into relationship, because they look at how the body is. Sometimes you look at the body of a woman, the way she dresses, that sense of fashion, you will believe that this one will be good in bed. Or this one will always want sex constantly. And you are just fooling yourself because the body shape doesn't matter. It's about the mind. All right? The way she dresses doesn't matter. Some women will expose their breasts and expose their legs, expose everything. And you'll be thinking in your head that if I marry this one, this one will kill me. This one will destroy me. Never, don't let that one fool you. Because doesn't mean that you will like sex. Never. Some of them have been damaged before. Maybe they've been damaged, maybe they've been raped or molested somewhere, and now it has changed them. Also, the body part is only fooling you. Don't ever in your life go for body parts. You first of all know the person. Know who is inside the body. You have to meet that person in the body and say, okay, I love this, your body style. I love your shape. Everything is good, but can I meet you inside of this stuff? So when you don't meet the person, and then you now go into a relationship, you now found out that this person's body is good, but the engine is not. The body is good, but the engine is not. So that's the time that you get frustrated as a man, and the next thing you're looking for is a playground. It's a playground. And then you're looking for a playground somewhere that could actually still make you feel good, a place you go to that you feel yourself and sex is constant and all kinds of stuff. That's when you start looking for a side chick. Okay? They call it a side chick. Okay? The side chick is a playground. But the issue is that the side chick don't want to be a side chick forever. A side chick want to be the main chick too. And that's where the problem is going to start. I don't mean we have side chicks that want to remain side chick. Then men will not run into problems. Okay, they already have an agreement as, okay, you are a side chick. Okay, that's fine. All right, what are my responsibilities as a side chick? It's just that when I come, I have sex with you, I eat with you, I talk with you, we watch TV together, we play together, then I go to the wife. Remember, there's a wife. Say, okay, yeah, I can do that. But let me tell you something. There are no side chicks that will say, yes, I could do that. They will say that initially. All right. When you start having sex with them, they will start developing feelings for you. And then married men, they're always very good. They're good when they take care of women. So you're going to be very nice. You're going to be very nice. You're going to be very nice. When you come to the place, you respect the woman. You help her to wash the dishes. You help her to go and do this. She will be now thinking in her heart, I wish this is my husband. I wish this is my 100% husband. I don't want him to come once in a week. I want him to stay with me and stuff. And that's where the whole stuff is not going to change. That you start seeing her being cranky, and then she'll start demanding, and then she might set you up, and then she'll just get pregnant, and then she'll send it to you. Ta-da! You say, what? Guess. What? You just bought a new car? No. You bought a new house? No. Ta-da! What? I'm looking for my flower. Which one? Is the one in the front of your house? Is it there? I saw you yesterday. No. In the which one? And the one on top of your cabinet? No, flower. I am a pregnant. I am a pregnant. I'm expecting twins. Eh? For who? Who is the father? Who is the father of the babies? It is you, of course. You are the only one I'm sleeping with. Ta-da! And that's when your life will now mushu. That's when you understand that you have already away. That's the time that you understand that those make a you know that's the time that you will now understand that you know at that point in time, you know, when you come to somebody like me, I will never say it's your fault. No, I won't say it's your fault. I will always say that there is actually a misunderstanding along the line. You got married to somebody you did not know, who couldn't satisfy you the way you want to be satisfied. Now, the issue is this. Listen, guys. Majority of our women, they don't feel bad. They say, oh, but I don't think he has any reason to cheat. He doesn't have any reason to cheat. And then you'll be asking questions that, what do you mean that? What do you mean that? And then we break it down on the table and find out that this sex is actually once in a month. Sex is once in 2 months. That's a reason to cheat. If you want me to be loud, that's a reason. That's a reason to cheat. All right? That is a reason to cheat. It's a reason. I'm sorry. I'm saying this, but it's a reason. Something will give birth to a bouncing baby that will look exactly like the man. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. You know, so that's the stuff. And that's the stuff. Okay? So the issue is that it is a reason. It's a reason to cheat. I'm not going to lie to you. It's a reason to cheat. Women, that's a reason to cheat. So if you know your man from the beginning that this guy, apart from solid food, the next thing for him is sex. Don't marry him if you know you will deprive him. Please. If you know before marriage that this guy is always emphasizing on food and sex. Food and sex. Please, if you know you will not be able to satisfy him, please don't marry him. Because it's like you are intentionally planning to destroy the life of that man. That's your plan. Your plan is to destroy his life. You want to gain and want to win by having kids and having a wedding ring in your finger. But you want to destroy his own life by not giving him what he loves. Please stay away from him. Don't pretend to him. Don't pretend. Don't pretend you will ruin that guy's life. And when that guy would not go out to cheat, everybody will know. Everybody will come and you will say, oh, he has cheated, oh, he's a bad person, oh, he's not a good Christian, oh, he's not a good Christian. You think Christians don't see fine girls? Christians do see fine. When Christians are lacking, when somebody is lacking, you go outside, you see women. You don't even have to go outside these days. It's all over Instagram. It's all over Instagram. It's all over Instagram. Instagram will give your husband ideas. Go and see fine girls on Instagram. Oh no. It's fine girls. You go die. You go die. Oluwakemi Deborah, don't be fooling yourself. A woman can satisfy the urge of a man. A woman can do it. A man is not crazy. It's not a crazy person. Men are not crazy people. You satisfy him. He doesn't want sex every day. He only wants sex whenever he wants it. Whenever he wants it, be ready for him. All right? And the issue is this, guys. If you know as a woman that you have been raped. Oh, I've been raped. It's a case. It's a serious situation. It will come back one day and everybody will see it. When you have been raped or you have been molested one way or the other, seek help. Seek help. Seek help. Ah, don't stay like that. When you stay like that, you're going to damage your own self and you damage somebody else. Then you damage a marriage. And remember, the children are there too. You will damage them. They won't have their dad around. And then it's going to be a terrible experience. A terrible experience. After 20 years of marriage, someone is now telling me, Pastor Shola, I found out I did not really know the woman I called my wife. What do you know? What do you know? What exactly do you know? What do you know? If you don't know her, if all you know is just the breast, the vagina, the bum bum, the job, you're a fool. You need to know her. You need to know her. What's going on in her mind? What she want to become? Who is she? Who she's been with? All the stuff she passed through in life. And you see, there are some stupid men that if the wife should open up to them and say, "Oh, I've been raped before and I'm seeking help," anytime they have quarrel or anytime, that's what he will say. Who knows she? You idiot, I said, oh, she, they raped her. What the rape wèrè olólùmọ́ banana tí wọ́n fi dánú wèrè ẹ̀rù. Olólùmọ́, abábàsùnmọ́ kò dún, kò ní dún. Abájọ, wọ́n ti já gbogbo fún wèrè dànù. Òdòdè burúkú jàmàjàmà olóòórùn jakujaku òsì. Nonsense. And that's how they fight. And that's how these stupid men fight. Right? They fight crazy. And you don't understand the word that you say. The word that you say will destroy your wife. The woman confided in you to tell you what she's going through, what she's fighting, the demons she's battling with, looking for your moral support, emotional support, looking for your support in every way. And that's what you now use as equipment to fight her. Ah, you're a wicked person. You're a wicked person. Very wicked fellow. Very wicked. You want to score points, so you are using such a thing to fight your own wife? And that's why a lot of women just want to keep quiet. I don't know the kind of man I'm married on. Probably is the loose mouth kind of man. And that's why when you seek help from a professional counselor and therapist. Seek help. Seek help. And when you seek help there, you will see that you'll get result, and the therapist will give you the step-by-step process to go. Well, Instagram is giving me a warning. I have 1 minute and 47 seconds to go. So probably I should shut it down here. Maybe I should shut it down here. And then we can actually do singles connect this afternoon. I got some few sessions to take, but maybe we'll come this afternoon to this singles connect today. So if you're out there, you want to talk to somebody, feel free to talk with me. You can call my office number or probably send me a direct message. I will take care of you and stuff. I'll take care of your case and then listen to you and see how we can be able to help you out. What you do and what you're into. God bless everybody. Thank you very much. I love you guys. Always keep it gospel. Remember that Jesus loves you. No matter what you're passing through, you will be the conqueror. Okay? It's just a phase. You're only passing through it. You will succeed in all your ways. In Jesus' name. Have a beautiful and wonderful Thursday morning and afternoon, evening, wherever it is that you are. God bless you. Peace out. Instagram, have a beautiful day. Bye. All right, let me go on Facebook. And you too. Have a beautiful day. I love you guys.